Hey y'all, this is Chi with YMBAF. You must be a feminist. And yes, I am since you asked. You might be one too since your algorithm suggested this video to you. And just to let you know, this is a brand new podcast slash platform. And I'm just so glad that you're here, by the way. So let's get into it, okay? Because if you love having a friend just yap away on the phone so that you can dissociate while you're doing your laundry, working, or even driving, safely of course, then go ahead because I am that friend. I am her. I am she. I am Chi. So let's get into this subject. Demurity. What is demure? Who is demure? Who can be demure? Okay, because the girls are kind of fighting. Okay, so demure is defined as, according to ChatGPT, a person, usually a woman, who is reserved, modest, or shy in manner or appearance. It often implies a sense of quiet, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so she's just a very to herself. She doesn't really bother nobody. She's just like quiet in the corner, like very dainty, if you will. Okay. So there's a lot of chatter online, okay? A lot of videos about being demure and cutesy and petite, okay? So let's get into it. And if you're ever wondering why I made this video, the first video, it will all tie into it when you watch or listen to the next episode, because I will break down the title of this podcast, okay? You may have been at work or heard your girlfriend talk about being demure and how she's so cutesy, and she might have laughed when she did it, not taking herself too seriously. So, even though that is what demure is defined as, so when it's very dainty, very quiet, a lady, it's quite the opposite, because the way that social media can just turn anything into sarcasm and satire is just so phenomenal. Okay, I love it. I love the trend. It's funny, it's playful, and most of all, it is a harmless trend. Okay, it is just so natural and organic the way that people are making this demure lifestyle skyrocket. Okay, so there is a creator who actually, I don't know if they coined it, or I don't know if she, just kind of took it off, but I do think that she coined it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So the creator's name is Julie Annie, and she has over 1 million followers on TikTok and is literally carrying the demure wave. And when I say demure, I'm not talking about Demi Moore, okay? Demure, okay? So here's a few of her viral clips, just so that you can understand what being demure
How I do
is.
my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest. I'm very mindful. You see my shirt? Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Obviously, because I'm literally 5'2" and extra small with a medium bottom. Hello? Like, let's be mindful. Some of us are very small and petite.
So like I said earlier, the creator Julie Annie, she just kind of skyrocketed everything. And of course, the internet does what the internet does, and they just rode the wave. So here are a few more videos just so that you can see how people are being demure, different ways of being demure, very different, techniques and approaches to be so dainty and cutesy with it. Okay, here they are.
Good morning to the girl who says it's so demure. I don't go after work and eat Wingstop. I go and I eat a salad. It's so demure. I love you. I love you really bad because it's literally so demure. Life is so demure. Life is what you make it, so let's make it rock, and why not make it demure at that? Hello?
You need to keep it demure, because a lot of you don't know how to keep it demure for at least 5 minutes, and then you act shocked when shit hits the fan. I'm being serious. Keep it demure.
You see what drink I ordered for brunch? You see what drink I ordered for brunch? Hold up. You see how I got a nice, simple coffee? Not too much. I didn't order any alcohol because I'm very mindful. I'm very demure. I'm not like you other girls. I don't go out in public and drink during the daytime. I don't do that. I know that there are women and children around. I'm very mindful of my surroundings. Be mindful, ladies. Be mindful of why you went to brunch.
See, I'm taking my Alka-Seltzer. Very demure. Very mindful.
Can you hear me perfect in this video?
Very demure. Very mindful. I'm not making a scene when I'm drinking my Alka-Seltzer at a Mariners game.
You are making a scene.
Very demure. Very mindful. We have to wait now.
So being demure is something that you can clearly see is satire. It's funny. Again, it's a harmless trend. It's just very playful. It's just a play on, what society wants a woman to be. Okay. Society wants a woman to just be, in the corner, quiet. What do they say? Seen and not heard. And this trend is basically saying, okay, let me kind of play around with that. Let me be very satirical with that approach, my method of being demure, and please drop down in the comment section, what is your method of being demure? Okay. My method of being demure is when I DoorDash, because I'm a chronic DoorDasher. I just DoorDashed some sushi just now. I don't double dash. I do not double dash. As soon as I rummage through the app and finally get down what I want and I order it, they ask me, do I want to double dash? No, I do not want to double dash. I do not want to. I'm very cutesy. I'm very demure. I'm very petite with it. Okay, I do not want double the food. Okay, so that's the kind of like satirical haha moment of it. It's just very funny, and it's just very not taking yourself seriously, because that's what I think more people need to do. Everyone just takes themselves so seriously. This is what a woman is supposed to be. You're supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be coquette, and you're supposed to be petite, and you're supposed to be submissive. Oh my gosh, I should do a whole just video on the word submission and what it actually means. But I love the demure trend. Okay, and I just do not want it to take a bad road. But the tea is this video. I'm about to show you guys a video, or you can listen to it wherever you're listening to this right now. And somebody tried to come for the creator that, coined the term being demure. So watch this as we lead into that video.
The way the demure videos are obviously, to me, a joke, but people in my comments well, my job doesn't pay me extra to be demure. Sometimes they just get me when I rolled out of bed. The green glitter cut crease, I don't know if anyone recalls, I did a brand deal for Urban Decay, and I did a green glitter cut crease, but that same day I had started my first day at Texas Roadhouse. Every demure video is me just referencing me. That's the entire joke. People are maybe we shouldn't judge people for how they arrive to work. I'm just judging myself.
So as you can see, Jules was just saying, hey, this is not supposed to be serious. And that's the thing. I used to love old TikTok when it was just funny. It was just no trolls. Nobody's really on there, let me just be honest. The people from Instagram got tired of Instagram, and they came over to TikTok, and it just turned into a toxic swamp of who can be the prettiest, who can, have more followers, who can, just, I don't know. Instagram is kind of like a virus. Okay. And TikTok was just a fresh, fun, loving atmosphere. And the Instagram girls and the Instagram guys just came over and completely changed it. Okay. So the creator Jules does have the pronouns of she, her, and hers, as you can see right here in her TikTok account. And congratulations on the 1 million. That is wild. That is amazing. And it is well deserved, because I was following her before, the demurity. So that's awesome for her. But yeah. That is what she identifies as, and I do think that people need to respect people however it is that they identify as or what they want to be referred as, okay? So in the midst of this being a funny haha moment, in the midst of this being just a, harmless trend as it should be, just people being very funny and sarcastic, there will always be some party poopers, okay? Clearly, there will always be some party poopers. But someone tried to come for the creator, Giuliani, and the user that shall not be named said, "A man giving women advice on their appearance is crazy. LMFAO." Really, girl? First of all, no one is laughing but you. Okay, I hate when people write something and it's not supposed to be funny or it's not funny at all. No one thinks it is but them and they put LMAO or LOL. Like, girl, you're the only one laughing here. Because you're clearly a joke. But here is the perfectly, when I say perfectly, like, I don't even know if I would call this a read or a thesis that needs to be dissected, okay, by PhD students. So here is the perfectly crafted response that Jules gave them. Watch this.
It's crazy how when I post a very demure video making a jokey joke, all the girls get in my comments acting like boys. I'm very mindful when I'm on the internet. I take jokey jokes and I hang out with the girly girls. I don't act like a boy. I don't get mad and dissolve into transphobia, and I don't lose my demurity over a joke. Especially when I look like I could use a hormone or two. Let's be mindful, ladies. Resorting to transphobia over a little jokey joke that was funny for the girly girls is acting like a boy. Ew, why would you want to act like a boy? I was literally born a man and I would never act like a boy. That is not demure. We do not do that. Remember, ladies, being transphobic is a trait of masculinity. Let's be demure feminine divas.
Like I said, I love that response. I think it was so classy, it was so elegant, and it was so demure, period. And you can see in the comments, these are just some of the comments that everyone was saying, and it was just a very nice comeback. And I don't know where that person is, the user that shall not be named. I don't know where they are or what they're doing, but I know they're like, whoa, I just got read because you did, honey. Okay. Like, I really do just miss the days of when social media was just so lighthearted. All you had to do was just post a pic of your coffee, or if you saw a pretty flower while you were walking your dog, you can just snap a picture, post it to Insta, and you know, your friends that you knew would like it. Like, I miss those days of just light-hearted social media. Nowadays, there's so many trolls, there's so many bots, there's just so much with social media that is just wrong. And I'm like, are we ever going to get back to a good place, a happy medium when it comes to social media? Okay, and that's the thing. When it comes to what this user said to Julie, very transphobic, very, 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 very transphobic. And you know, I know that that has to do a lot with the way that people were raised, or sometimes it has to do with the religion or organizations that people belong to and their beliefs and their morals. But I really do hope that we get to a place where we can just say, okay, whatever this person is doing in their personal life should not bother me. Like, it's really not that hard. So the next time that you try to be transphobic or homophobic, just stop and think, is this very demure of me, or is this just very shitty of me? Okay, you need to weigh out the balances and see which one it is. Okay, so that is about it about being demure. Let me ask you this question. Are you demure? What makes you demure? So yeah, let's all strive to be a little bit demure today. So go ahead, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what topics that you would like to hear about. Okay, bye now.